Hi guys, it's Felicia here. Oh goodness, this filter it's it's kind of interesting. In case you wonder, why am I posting or going live with this flower petals like falling visuals or visual effects. I am learning new things here in IG, in Instagram, so I'm expanding my comfort zone actually, which I talked about expanding comfort zone on one of my videos. So I thought I tried. Hey, it's actually pretty funny. Anyway, so I like to just share with you as I usually come here and share my weekly insights, so to speak. Today actually is kind of my lazy day. I'm at home, just trying to like take a little bit time off, but not really. Actually, it's pretty busy for me this morning. And in one of my videos, I also talked about showing up. So I'm in very casual clothes right now in my bedroom at home. But I am showing up here, do what it needs to be done. So in this week, I'd like to talk about failure. So to be exact, it's about there is no failure, there's only feedback. What does that mean? So I'm sure you have experience of trying things and it turns out or the results are not as what you expect to be. And at that point, you either try again or you just stop and not trying. So I'd like you to think about and or see, and I'd like to share this, is to see failure or to see something that it's not turn out as what we expect to be, especially after we do something. Let's say we try something and it didn't work or it's not as what we want to, that we don't see that as a failure, but instead we see that as a feedback. Why is that? Because when we label something as a failure, there's I believe there's an energy in words that we say to ourselves and in words that we say to others. Okay, so when we do something and we, let's say, unsuccessful or the result is not as what we wanted, if we label that as a failure, then the energy of the failure, the energy of the word failure, it's stop. Like if you say, oh, I fail, oh, you failed, then it's just stop. Like you stop that experience, you stop that activity, which means that you stop to experience more than that, right? And it doesn't feel good, when that's why we don't like to feel fail, or we're afraid to do some things because what if it fail, what if I fail, or even a child, like they feel really sad if they do something and it doesn't work and their parents say you fail. Like it doesn't create a good feeling and a good energy. But if you see something or if you look at doing things and let's just say the results are not as what you wanted, or the results are completely not what you wanted, like it just doesn't work, then see that as a feedback instead of failure. Why? It's because when you see something as a feedback, the energy doesn't stop. It's just still it keeps flowing. So I hope this makes sense. Some of you that hear this may not really understand what is it energy. Some of you probably more familiar with it, but think about it and think about the experience you had in the past where you do something. It's either you yourself or somebody else say that, oh, you failed, or oh, I failed. Like how does that feel in your heart? You probably just feel like, okay, all right, then you just stop, right? Like no point to try. But if you see it and you try something Or perhaps you have a child and you see them trying something, it doesn't work, and you tell them, look, what are the feedback of this experience? Then what we're trying to get, and or what you're trying to get, is what is the experience, what goes wrong, or what it needs to be improved. Then you're going to try again. Even if you say it and you feel the words, you will feel the difference, right? So I've used that as one of my mantra, actually, not to see a failure, or not to see things that I am not successful at, or things that I tried to do, and and if it's not as what I wanted, I don't see that as a failure. Instead, I will see that as a feedback. So what is this telling me? A feedback, it's kind of like an input, like what, or lesson, like what does this teach me? What do I need to tweak? What do I need to improve? Did I need to put a little bit more of this, a little bit more of that? Or maybe I should completely try different things. But it does not, the energy of the word, it does not stop, and it does not demotivating, right? So yeah, tell me the experience in the past. I'm sure you guys have at least one experience where you feel you fail, and look back at that experience and try to think about it. Instead of as a failure, it's a feedback for me. What is the feedback? Or from now, so starting from now, everything, look at it as a feedback. There's no failure, there's only feedback. Remember, there is no failure, there's only feedback. All right, guys, have a great rest of the day, and I hope to talk to you soon. I'm gonna have a big announcement on Sunday, actually, so stay tuned. Like my page, share my page, share this video. I am really sure that this will hit somebody. Sometimes it's about timing, but that's a great message here. So share with people you know, or people that you think might be beneficial for them. All right. Once again, guys, there is no failure. There's only feedback. Take care.